What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Auto Auction Rebuilds. Today we're back with another new purchase. This one is a crazy deal, almost too good to be true. Since my 2025 Ram Rebel broke down multiple times, I decided I needed something more reliable, something that I could depend on, and I started looking around. Well, I found a couple of things. One of them was a Hummer H2 SUT that I purchased for only $9,000 from a dealer-only auction, and then I found this, a Cadillac Escalade EXT. Now, this is an insane deal. I thought I got a great deal on the Hummer. This, I don't think you're going to find a better deal than this, but just like the Hummer, this was sold on a red light at a dealer-only auction. I actually found this in Tulsa, Oklahoma, which isn't that far from where I am right now. The Hummer pickup truck was actually in Michigan, again at a dealer-only auction called ACV Auctions. This one was at ACV Auctions also, but in Tulsa, Oklahoma, being let go by a brand new Chevy dealer. So this truck was traded in to a new Chevrolet dealership on a new car. And I guess instead of trying to sell this old truck back to the general public, they decided to just let it go. So they put it up on auction, and it didn't bring any money at all. They sold it on a red light. That one was also sold on a red light, and we found out there was nothing like really mechanically wrong with it. This one, I don't know. It's a little concerning because there is a catch to it. This one had 260,000 miles on the odometer. That's a lot of miles, guys. I don't care what kind of car it is. That's a lot of miles. They were asking $3,000 for this, and of course, I, being the low baller that I am, shot them an offer of $2,000. They promptly laughed at me and relisted the truck at auction. So I was the high bidder over and over. It wasn't selling, and I kept offering them $3,000 or $2,000 for it, and they just wouldn't sell it. So finally I gave in. I was getting desperate to have another truck just as a backup to the one that's broken, and I offered them the $3,000, and they took it just like that, and it was delivered here a couple days later. So now that it's here, we get to check this thing out. What's crazy is both of these trucks are GMT 800s. They both have the same 6-liter V8. They both have the same transmission. This one's full-time all-wheel drive. That one is selectable 4-wheel drive. This one is basically, it's a Chevy Avalanche, but it's got a Cadillac name. It's the Platinum Edition. This is as good as I think you could get for one of these. And it's got some interesting features, kind of like the Hummer. It's got the clamshell kind of folding bed cover. Now the Hummer's is missing, but it did come with one. And this one has a pretty decent sized bed. Oh, I still have all my tools in it. So to open this factory bed cover, you just pull these little handles right here, and it should just flip up, just like a clamshell, just like that. And you'll notice it comes apart in pieces. So you can actually take this off and you can leave this in the house. You don't have to have this on the truck at all times. You can have it like a regular open bed if you want to. Personally, I like having the clamshell on it. I feel like it protects the stuff that I put in it. Then you want to talk about the Ram box. Guess what? Chevrolet did it first. And it came with, oh, what do we got in here? Jumper cables. We've got 2 different tow hitches. We've got a gas cap, a microfiber cloth, and it's got another one on the other side. Just a very utilitarian type of vehicle right here, especially for being a Cadillac, right? Here's another one, another tow hitch. Oh, look at this. I know exactly what this is for. Oh, this is nice, man. This goes up front to cover up the license plate. If you don't want to put a license plate here, you put this somehow, right? Yeah, somehow this goes up here, and it will cover up this mess, and I'm going to scratch it all up. Anyway, basically, it goes, there you go. It goes like that to cover up the front license plate. That's nice that it came with it. So, red light, 260,000 miles. How bad could it be? For $3,000, honestly, I'm not expecting much, but one thing I noticed from the pictures, it has Michelin tires, and the tire tread's almost new. The body is in great shape. The paint, I mean, you know, it's old. It's got some miles on it. It's got some scrapes here and there, but the headlights are a little faded. It's got this aftermarket grille that, you know, I'm not the biggest fan of, but I mean, it's a high quality grille. This is not a cheap plastic. That's a metal grille. The headlights are a little bit faded. I mean, overall, that pearlescent paint, oh my goodness, it looks good. And this is where it came from, South Point Chevrolet. All right, 2005 Escalade EXT. It's got the key fob. It honks for whatever reason when you push the unlock button twice. I don't know. The interior, this is what really gave this truck away to me, was how clean the interior was. I was like, you know, in this good a shape with almost 300,000 miles on it, someone took care of it. Someone had to take really good care of it, because any of you that know, GM interiors don't hold up. These things are usually ripped to shreds, torn apart, steering wheels fall apart, dashboards crack. All of this is usually torn up and falling apart. This is in great shape. I mean, this is in incredible condition, ladies and gentlemen. Take a look in here. Look how nice this is. And it smells good. I'm not used to that. So, oh, air compressor. That's for what? What is this for? Okay, so you've got your jack stuff, but then you've got a compressor and a tank that runs where? Where does that, and then the factory antenna? Is the antenna not even on this? I didn't even notice. I didn't even notice the antenna was missing. Anyway, that's something to look into later. Anyway, so if you wanted to turn this thing into like more of a truck, all right, this window comes out. This is really cool. You see these little clasps up here? There's one on each side. You actually release those and you can take this whole window out, at which point the window then slides into here and it locks into these. And then when you unlock this, it will pull this whole thing down. Guys, this entire thing comes apart and turns the entire back seat of the truck into a bed. I'm not kidding. All of this folds down flush. I don't want to do it right now because I got to scoot the driver's seat up, but this will all fold down flush. This hinges and folds out, and the entire back of this truck comes inside and turns it into a giant bed. So that you have like a full-size bed in your truck, should you want to do that. Now, is that a gimmick? Yeah, it's a little gimmicky, but I think it's honestly kind of cool. I love the Avalanche and the Escalade EXT. I think these are super cool, and believe it or not, the Hummer actually has the same thing. The back window rolls down, and you'll notice the hinges back here. That is because all of this will also fold in and turn your back seats into an extended bed. Now, the question is, on a red light with 260,000 miles, how bad is this thing, and does it run and drive? Well, let's start with plugging the key in and seeing what it does. Oh, we got the GM wiggle. You got to give it a little jiggle. Fires right up. Oh, we got the nav screen. Yeah, you get everything in the Platinum package, guys. Everything. You got the 6-disc CD changer, an ashtray in case you want to smoke, cup holders, a cubby hole, okay, traction control, parking sensors. Does this have a backup camera? No? No backup camera, really? Huh, okay. We got a sunroof, we got power windows, you got a nice clock right here. Do we have anything in the glove box? Yep, we got DVDs, United States, Canada maps for the navigation. It even has the navigation maps still in it. It's honestly kind of incredible. This is all in really good shape. Obviously, heated seats, Bose stereo system, automatic lights, fog lights. It's got, oh, what is this? There's a switch. Oh, that's for the compressor under the back seat. So what is that compressor going to? Hold on. What? Important window? Works. Let's leave that down. Express down. I'm wondering, I think I might know what this goes to. Let's take a look real quick. Does this thing... Yeah, she's pumping up. It's got about I don't know, 20 PSI in it right now. I am wondering, this should have automatic leveling with air ride. And I'm wondering if something didn't go wrong with it. See, there's your compressor right there, the original compressor. I'm wondering if something didn't go wrong with the compressor, and instead of just fixing it, they actually put their own compressor in here with a switch and then ran it to the air shocks to raise the vehicle up in case you're towing. I'll bet that's what they did. I'll put money on it, that's what they did. Okay, so she's sitting here running, purring like a kitten. Listen how quiet this is. Listen to this. No funny noises. Oh, she's perfect, guys. This is perfect. Oh, what is this? We got a 40 amp fuse that's removed. So looks like it could go here or here, and the cover was removed from this, and it's actually in the bed. Well, let's take a look and see what these fuses go to. Here we go. Which direction does this go? Like this. It goes like this. There we go. All right, so it could be either something that says stud number 1. The other one is next to a 50. That's the blower motor. That's the blower motor fuse, and it's missing. Oh, I just heard, okay, hold on. There's got to be a reason they took this out. I just heard the blower motor kick on. It's, okay, so the blower motor's on, but as you can see, there's nothing, so we got a climate control problem. So if I turn this, it doesn't work. No, wait, here we go. Air conditioning works. It's got working air conditioning, but if you turn it off, and now it's blowing out of the vents, before it was blowing out of somewhere else. If you turn it off, it stays blowing. And then it stops blowing out of the vents and it just goes randomly wherever it wants to. I know exactly what that is. That's going to be the blower motor resistor. I promise you that's going to be the blower motor resistor. We have some error messages on the dash. Service airbag. Service tire monitor. Average of 17.4 miles a gallon. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's a little dark. But an average of 17.4 miles a gallon. Not bad. The airbag light is on. Air conditioning works. It's got XM radio. It's already on. Somebody left the Sirius XM on too. Nice, man. This is in the wood grain. Oh, I love this. I absolutely love this. This little switch for the air compressor, it's a little bizarre to have gone that route with it, but I guess, okay. Whatever floats your boat, man. It sounds like it works. Yeah, I can feel it with my feet. I can feel the back end coming off the ground. Yeah, it does work. It does work. It raises the back of the truck so that if you're hauling something, you can raise the back of your truck up so that it doesn't squat when you got a load behind. That's nice. That's nice. I think I'm going to leave this fuse in here for now because it is a warm day and we are going to want the air conditioning on. So we'll leave that there. We'll throw this back in the back and we'll take it for a ride. Look, guys, so far, for $3,000, I don't care about high mileage. Mileage doesn't bother me, okay? Mileage doesn't bother me. In fact, a lot of times when you find something like this that is this clean and in this good a condition with high mileage, it's going to be more reliable than something you buy with 95, 100,000 miles on it. I'm dead serious. I've got the experience to back that up, guys. Like, when you get to 95, 100,000 miles, things are going to start breaking. You know what I mean? But when you got something that's got almost 300,000, most of the stuff is already broken and somebody's already paid to fix it. Let's put that up. Very nice. You've got the adjustable pedals too. Very nice. And the dual zone heated seats, easy exit. You've got 2 memory seats. And can we turn the blower down? Probably not. It's probably stuck. Yeah, it's stuck. Doesn't matter how low you turn it, the blower motor's stuck on one speed. That's going to be a blower motor resistor. I've done 100,000 of these. You can get them for 20 bucks on Amazon, and it's under this little plastic cover here. Literally takes 10 minutes, maybe 15 tops if you've never done it before. 10 to 15 minutes. Guys, this is nice. This is really nice. 260,000 miles, and it's this clean. Let me buckle up. Let's take her for a drive. Not gonna lie, a backup camera would have been really nice. Oh, it's got the auto tilting mirrors too. I can already tell you this thing's gonna be comfortable, man. This thing is nice. This is really nice. Oh, already I can tell she's gonna be a smooth rider. Shift? Yes, it shifts. And again, come on, shift again. There it is. Yep, shifts like a dream. Why are we dinging? Tighten fuel cap. Okay, I'll try to remember to tighten the fuel cap. Oh, are you kidding me right now? This is comfortable. No joke. Then again, I've been driving the Hummer around for the last couple of days. So I'll say this, the Hummer is not something I would call comfortable. That one is definitely more of a utilitarian style vehicle. This one's a lot more comfortable and quiet. I'm surprised the suspension, the interior, there's no rattles, no clunks. Let's get her up to 65. Oh yeah, smooth as silk, man. Smooth as silk. We're going 70. And does the cruise control work? Yes. Yes, it does. A little bit of slop in the steering, but not too bad. And you have to remember, on these old trucks, this is not rack and pinion steering that you're dealing with. Okay, this is that old school gearbox, old hydraulic power steering. It's not the same as today's trucks that have rack and pinion systems. These old trucks, they all had a little slop in the steering from the very beginning. So the fact that it's got 300,000 miles on it, almost, and I could sit here and just grip it one hand and hit these sharp curves, yeah, suspension feels great. This is great, and it doesn't feel like an all-wheel drive vehicle either. The steering is not heavy like you would typically find on like a four-wheel drive setup. The all-wheel drive, it still feels very light and nimble, easy to steer and maneuver. I can't believe, unless this thing starts overheating in a minute, I cannot believe that I found this truck for 3,000 bucks, and that the other thing that's crazy, nobody bid on it. Nobody wanted it. And the difference between $3,000 at an auction like ACV and $3,000 at an auction like Copart is, with ACV, this thing came out to $3,265 out the door. With a place like Copart or Insurance Auto Auctions, guys, $3,000, the fees on that, you're going to be paying well over $4,000, probably more like between $4,200 and $4,500 out the door for this vehicle. So the savings in the buyer's fee alone is just incredible. It's incredible that I'm actually spending more time and less money buying these vehicles from different auctions. I'm really enjoying it. Now, there's definitely still a place for Copart and IAA in my life. Obviously, there's a lot of cars that they have that you're just not going to find anywhere else. A lot of charities and donations get sent to them. So I'm not counting them out. I'm just saying, I think for the most part, there's better deals to be had at other dealer auctions. And I can promise you, if this truck had been sent to IAA or Copart, it would have brought $3,000 all day long. Like, all day long, somebody would have gave $3,000 for this. The difference is, when you're bidding against other dealers aren't like, they're not trying to pick up a lot of these older high mileage vehicles. Whereas at places like Copart and IAA, you are literally fighting against other dealers, and even worse than that, you're fighting against the general public. You don't have the general public bidding against you at dealer auctions, which means dealers typically are going to get a better deal. And I could not be happier with my deal on this, guys. Take a look at those gauges. Oil pressure, great. Voltage, great. Coolant temp, great. Fuel, good. Trans temp, nice and cool, man. Everything is happy. Oh, first time hitting the brakes. No vibrations. No pulsing. Brakes are smooth as silk. Oh, man. Now, we can't do donuts and burnouts here because, well, it's all-wheel drive. And the last thing I want to do is tear something up. But we're going to get out real quick. We're going to check her out. We're going to pop the hood and check for any smoking or funny smells. Oh, what's going on? My hood latch is falling apart. A piece just broke. I mean, it still works, but that's something to that's something to be aware of. May need to replace that at some point. Let's check under the hood, just make sure we don't have a lot of smoking. And being an Oklahoma car, it's got one hail ding right there, and it's not that big, but you can look around the rest of it. Yeah, no hail damage other than that one ding. Oh, are we smoking? Are we on fire? What's going on under here? Smelling for oil and coolant. I don't smell anything. No. No, she's solid, guys. Even the serpentine belt looks new on this. Somebody really took care of her. That's what it is. Somebody really took care of the old girl. Nice pressure on the cooling system. Feels good. This is a bargain. All day, every day. This is a bargain, guys. Are you kidding me? I mean, I would almost bet money that like 99% of you watching this video right now would have jumped on a deal like this for $3,000 bucks. $3,000 all day, every day. Now, unfortunately, when you're buying red light, you don't always get lucky like this, right? A red light means you own it, period. It doesn't matter if the trans is blown, transfer case is blown. It doesn't matter what's wrong with it. You own that vehicle, period. There's no recourse, you know? So it could go badly. But I guess I just got very lucky on the Hummer because it turned out to be great. And this thing as well, absolutely great. Yeah, it's got some bumps and bruises. It's got a cracked taillight. All up here is cracked. It's got a little hole down here in the reverse light, and it's definitely been damaged right here. Something bumped into it, and it tore up the bumper just a little bit. But I mean, from where I'm coming from, I just don't care. What is this? Oh, the lock for the spare tire. Then you got your tow hitch. You got your 7-pin. Everything's here. Does it have a spare tire? It sure does. Sure does. Got the spare tire too. No rust. This is incredible. This is an incredible deal, guys. Yeah, I got lucky. I got really lucky because this sure could have gone bad. Now, you guys ready to see the ugly part of this truck? Right here. I didn't want to show it to y'all, but there it is. The sunroof cover here is she's in bad shape, guys. The headliner though is great. All right, the rest of the headliner in this truck is in really good shape. It's just for the sunroof. So needless to say, we're not gonna mess with that. Yeah, guys, I'm really starting to consider. I mean, think about it for a minute. I paid $3,000 for this. $3,000. I paid $9,000 for my Hummer. That's 12 grand. I got 12 grand into two very capable, old school Chevy trucks. Now, these are the Chevys that I still liked. Before you had the displacement on demand, before active fuel management was wiping out cams. These are the old school engines, man, and transmissions. If I remember correctly, these are 4L80s. These are beefed up heavy-duty transmissions, man. These are the trucks that would just run forever. The GMT 800s were a breed of their own. And even if you blow a transmission, it's not the end of the world. You could go grab one rebuilt. You could have it rebuilt. The engines, they're a dime a dozen anymore, man. 6 liters, come on. Junkyards are full of them. And not because the engines are bad. All right, these are solid vehicles. So it really got me thinking, 13,000 bucks for two very capable trucks versus $55,000-$60,000 that I paid for my Ram Rebel. I have to pay out close to $2,000 a month on a truck that's broken and sitting in the service department. For $2,000 a month, I could literally own both of these and fix anything that could ever go wrong with them and always have something reliable to drive. Now, I'll be the first to admit that the Cadillac, although it is a very comfortable truck, it is not nearly as comfortable as the Ram Rebel. The Ram Rebel is just on another level, guys. It rides so good. It's so quiet. It has all of the technology a person could ever want, and that's a good thing. It's also a bad thing, though. With all the technology, I feel like it kind of distracts from the driving experience, whereas these old trucks like this and the Hummer, you got a radio, you got Sirius XM, and that's pretty much it. There's no gimmicks, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. You don't get any of that stuff, man, which means really all you get to do is focus on driving. It connects you more to the vehicle and to the road, to the trip, to the journey. There's all the little nannies that these vehicles come with today. I feel all they do is take away from the overall experience. And now that I said that, I feel like a 70-year-old man complaining about all this newfangled technology. I don't mean to come off that way, guys. Not at all. Like, I do like the technology. I enjoy the technology when I have it. But at the same time, when it's gone and I get back to these old school vehicles, I don't miss it. And that's really the point that I'm trying to make. Not that the technology is bad. It's just, when I have it, cool, but when I don't, I realize I actually enjoy driving more without it. I don't miss my big screens and nav and all the crap that comes with it. I just don't miss it because I actually enjoy the drive a whole lot more. Now, I'll go ahead and let you guys in on a little secret. Some of you have probably figured it out by now, but I wanted to wait till the end of the video to see if you guys caught it. You guys see that up there? You know what that is? That's my Florida Sun Pass, which means I've already been driving this, guys, all right? I didn't get to make a video about it because I was so busy driving this and the Hummer, I just didn't have the opportunity to get a video out for you guys, and I had to come out here and get a video today for you. I've been driving this, so I already knew. I already knew from the very beginning that this truck was good to go, man. And I'm still shocked by that fact. I truly am. And to turn off the air conditioning, unfortunately, we gotta, there you go. You gotta pull that, turn that off, but the AC is still blowing. And you gotta get under the hood. You gotta pull this fuse again. And once you do that, come on, there you go, and sit it back down in there. Now the blower motor will be off, all right? I am fairly certain that it's the blower motor resistor on this, and I've already ordered one, so we're gonna come back in another video. See, it's off now. Even when you shut the truck off, that blower motor will still run. So that must be, that is why they took the fuse out. Obviously, that was not me that did that. That is actually the way it came. Somebody had already pulled the fuse. So 17.3 miles a gallon. Yeah, it's got a few little quirks. It's got an airbag light on. It's got a complaint for the gas cap. It's not on anymore. And the tire pressure monitoring system, the TPMS system, chances are nobody ever put sensors in this, and the sensors are just dead. That's not a big deal either. Everything that this truck needs it's just not that big of a deal, man. It's not that big of a deal. And again, I'm going to remind you guys that the price I paid for this was $3,000. Okay, it's not like we went out and spent a ton of money on one of these. Now, in comparison, I was looking around for some high mileage versions of this truck just to see what they go for online, and I found at tons of dealerships out here, one of these with around 160, 175,000 miles, guys, they're still running $12,000, $13,000. And I had no idea. I had no idea that people were paying that much for these, but you have to think about it. They're quirky, oddball vehicles that I don't think got the appreciation they deserved back in the day. Kind of like the Pontiac Aztek. GM was out there trying all kinds of new stuff, and unfortunately, people just weren't ready for it. You know, but I think today, people are a little more appreciative of what they were trying to do back then, which really brings the value of these quirky vehicles up significantly. Would I go out and pay $12,000, $13,000 for one of these with 175,000 miles? Never. No, there's absolutely no chance I would ever spend that much money on one of these. But that is the price that they're bringing. But the fact that you have like all of this built-in utility-oriented stuff, like these kind of hidden, I mean, seriously, if you didn't know these were here, you'd kind of be hard-pressed to realize that you actually had built-in storage on each side. And what about these sail panel looking things? I love them. I think they make it look very futuristic. And remember, this is an old 2005. This thing is 20 years old, and I think it looks really futuristic. You've got that signature Cadillac third brake light, just ginormous going over the whole back there. The folding hard clamshell cover, and the fact that the rear window literally comes out of this truck and stores down below behind it. It's incredible. I kind of want to do it, but I'm afraid to. You know what I mean? I'm afraid that a seal's not going to line up right. It's going to leak. I'm afraid to mess with it. But the good thing is, this is all mechanical. This doesn't have a bunch of micro switches and stuff. This is all done by hand. You just twist, pop, take it out, fold it in, fold it down, and you now have an entire ginormous bed in the back of your truck. Freaking awesome, man. Storage under the seats. And I totally forgot about the antenna because I wanted to put this on. I just don't know. I don't know where it goes. Oh, right here. Bingo. Same place as the Hummer. Go figure. So this thing's radio is seriously awesome because it's been running with no antenna this whole time, and it's been doing great. Anyway, there it is. There it was. Guys, tell me what you think. $3,000 for a running, driving 2005 Cadillac Escalade EXT, something that they don't make anymore. Something, however, that they are bringing back here in the near future. That's right. The Escalade EXT is supposed to be returning, so I'll be keeping my eyes out for that. I think this was a hell of a deal, definitely a bargain, and an all-around great truck. So do me a favor, if you enjoyed this content, hit the thumbs up button and let me know. Consider subscribing to the channel if you're not already subscribed. And until next time, stay safe out there, everybody. I look forward to seeing you all again very soon in the next one.